Joe Montgomery here from educationlawyers.com with your April 2nd, 2020.
2020. I'm Barbara Walters, and this is
2020.
Education law update, and really update on other things as well. So one thing, again, I've been really impressed with is the quality of the memes on Instagram and the internet generally. So especially when it comes to homeschooling. So let's go through some of these right now. The first one here, kind of laughing at Corona memes. Like at first it was like, ha ha, in February, then March, you kind of settled down a little. Now it's kind of just like every other meme. So, you know, while there's a lot of funny content out there, not all of it related to Corona, I think we've heard about all the jokes by now, but there were some good ones, so why don't we talk about them? First, we're all into homeschool now, right? Governor Wolf announced in Pennsylvania that schools are closed indefinitely, and most states are following similar suit. So I think it's safe to say right now that we all get homeschool, right? So, you know, whether it's a gift from Corona or a gift from Oprah, you get homeschool, everybody gets homeschool. What else do we have here? Regarding homeschool, I thought this one was kind of hilarious. You know, obviously it's a joke, but it says here, if you see my kid locked outside, mind your business. We're having a fire drill, #homeschool. So I can imagine parents are getting pretty frustrated right now. I think they have a taste of what, you know, educators deal with on a daily basis on one hand, but on the other hand, that's not exactly true, right? Because educators are doing their thing in a controlled environment, there's other students around, and classes are a certain time period, and then you transition to another class, and what schools have that we don't always have at home is structure, right? So hopefully it's not as hard for a teacher as it is for a parent kind of learning their thing right now, right? Homeschooling from scratch right now, which brings me to another meme here that says, when someone asks what your method is for homeschooling, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really well, right? And I think that's it. If you try, parents, if you're really trying and you're educating your child at home and giving them work to do and finding worksheets on the internet and making do until schools pull together and offer formal education, then you know what, you're doing a great job. Even if you have no idea what you're doing, I can assure you, if you're trying and if you care and if you're watching this, you're probably doing a great job. So keep up the good work. What else do we have? One of those funny Chuck Norris memes. It says here, breaking news, Chuck Norris has been exposed to coronavirus. So now what? The virus is in quarantine for 14 days. So Chuck Norris has it under control. Hopefully you have it under control as well. And now we can move on to some news updates in the area over the last day. So homeschool and cyber education are our new normal, right? We said earlier the governor announced that schools are shut down indefinitely. So here's what we have, right? We have to adjust, we have to adapt, we have to be agile, and we have to get our educational programming in an online cyber education format. So we knew there was a problem with what was called the digital divide, and that's the gap between those that have access to technology and those that don't. And we've learned that the divide is a lot wider, the gap is a lot wider than we ever thought it was. Students from lower income families didn't have access to technology until now. Finally, Philly charter and parochial students are set to receive donated Chromebooks to support learning during the coronavirus school closure. So that's great news. The Philadelphia School Partnership announced a new effort Thursday to buy 15,000 Chromebooks for students in city, charter, and parochial schools as we move towards cyber education. This includes laptops for students in more than 100 charter schools and Catholic schools. Janine Yass, a co-founder of Boys Latin Charter School and board member of the Philadelphia School Partnership, quoted that regardless of where they live in the city or what type of school they attend, students must have the opportunity to continue their learning. And we agree. So thank you, and we're happy to see that technology is getting into the hands of all students. Just last week, the School District of Philadelphia moved to purchase up to 50,000 computers. The school board authorizing $11 million in spending to get this done. Comcast CEO Brian Roberts and his family donated $5 million towards the purchase, and the 76ers contributed as well. The managing partners Josh Harris and David Blitzer are set to buy 10,000 of the laptops. So way to step up, way to close the digital divide. Happy to see that we are moving forward. We have accepted cyber education as the new normal, and we're doing what we have to do to get technology in the hands of all students so that everyone has access to an appropriate education. So as this unfolds, as the cyber education programs continue, as the online programming continues, check back into this space, educationlawyers.com/COVID. where we will keep you updated continuously.